Hey guys, this is Dustin at Team 1000X coming at you again with another video where we talk about the wild world of internet money. So this is today's daily crypto rundown, where in 5 minutes or less we do a rundown on what you need to know in the world of crypto. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so this morning you can see that the market cap for all cryptocurrency is $201.6 billion. Incredible. Bitcoin, alright, so we're not quite at 7,500 yet, but it's going to break it today. A lot of people are saying that it's not going to go past 7,500. I think it's gonna. I think it'll sit between 75 and 800. Then when the SegWit snapshot happens, SegWit 2x snapshot, then it's going to drop down, as you've heard before. So you can see that for some interesting reason, alts are up, probably just because people are speculating on whether or not Bitcoin's going to stop growing. So we've got some money in alts until that is confirmed or denied. Yeah, but pretty run of the course today. Yeah, so let's get started on the news stories. So this one's interesting. So I'm not sure how many of you guys know about RSK, but RSK has been working on a project where it's basically trying to put smart contracts in Bitcoin proper. Currently, there are a few platforms that do it, but Ethereum is the most well-known, and so this was one of its main selling points of functionality of why people adopted it and why it became prominent like it is today. RSK has been working on doing this with just Bitcoin, not from a deviating fork, but from within Bitcoin itself. So it seems as though they've made some progress here, and they're saying that in 2017 that this is going to roll out on a test chain, which is incredible news and maybe bad news for Ethereum. But we'll see. There are some things that Ethereum is doing beyond that, and they're way more advanced in certain areas. If you listen to any of the stuff that was going on at DevCon 3 with Vitalik, you can see how much more advanced than this company probably is with some of the stuff that Ethereum is doing. However, this is potentially a thorn in Ethereum's side, especially if it gets traction or gets some network effects from it. So keep your eye on this. RSK is doing some really cool stuff in this space. Alright, so moving on to the next story. This one's kind of interesting because, you know, you get these bankster guys and they're always talking about different stuff, but this is just a kind of a reiteration of the things that you and I already know, but maybe the mainstream doesn't necessarily recognize that the end of fiat-based currency systems are near. This guy recommends Bitcoin. No-brainer. However, as you know, not a lot of people understand or accept this. So, interesting article talking about that concept and why he believes that. Falls in line to kind of some of the thoughts I've already had, and I'm sure you guys have already had. But this could be like something that you could share with a family member that maybe doesn't get Bitcoin yet. Bitcoin's 184th death. Fed rate hikes could pop bubble.com style. Okay, so this is kind of weird. So Forbes wrote an article the other day talking about how the Fed rate hikes are going to be what pops this Bitcoin bubble. And so, you know, when I read that, I just rolled my eyes, because in my opinion, what they're trying to do is take credit for something that they have like literally no involvement in. This is a microeconomy that like works outside of it. I mean, there's an influence of the existing economies on Bitcoin, but to say that, you know, interest rates rising or lowering has an effect on Bitcoin, I mean, it really doesn't. So this was probably going to be timed along. So, okay, what does it say? It says that the Fed is going to have some interest rate increases soon. Okay. So traditionally that has had an effect on the marketplace, and so there's this connotation in people's minds about that behavior and what it means. So that exists. But SegWit 2x is going to happen, and that is what is going to truly influence this microeconomy of cryptocurrency. And so, you know, if anything is going to cause a change, it's going to be internal within. And so this seems like it's, you know, the Federal Reserve or whoever was talking with forums to write a puff piece about how they can influence or get people to believe that they have influential control over this economy, where it's actually working autonomous and outside of it, and it's actually competitive to the Federal Reserve System or the fiat currency system. So again, you know, this is just some FUD. and also some trying to take credit where they shouldn't be taking credit for things, to get people to believe that there is some magic hand that has control over this, when it's really the magic hand is just the marketplace, as it should be. Okay, and the last article here, this one's really cool. So Nick Szabo, he is basically cryptocurrency royalty. He's back in the original founders of Bitcoin and the concepts of bit gold and digital currency. And there's a lot of really cool documentaries and research you can do about like how Bitcoin originated, and this is one of the guys that did it. And so what he presented at this conference was Bitcoin working over radio transmission. So, you know, the application of that would be is, let's say that you have a situation where government shuts down internet service to people, and you're like, oh no, I can't transact anymore because there's no internet service. So this would be like a fallback for an ability to have your coin be transacted, or your transaction be run through the Bitcoin blockchain without an internet connection. It would be done through a radio signal or perhaps satellite. This is just another way to verify transactions on the blockchain of Bitcoin. So it's really cool technology. I'm impressed by it, and I'm glad stuff like this exists, because you never know when you may not have the internet connection that we all just have come to take for granted. So anyway, that's today's daily crypto rundown. If you like this video, if you thought it was insightful, hit the like button, subscribe, share this. In the description box, there are links for some of the platforms that we're using on this channel for investments. If you haven't gotten involved in Bitcoin or some of these platforms, use the affiliate links from this channel. I'll help you go through and learn how to do some of the things that we're doing at Team 1000X, and share the knowledge with you guys so that we can all grow together as a team. So that's it for me today. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.